Good morning, I'm Nivariti Manu, and this is your morning news fix for Tuesday, 19th of November. In this update, flags are already waving and music playing at Parliament ahead of the Hikoi mō Te Tiriti arriving there later today. After leaving Porirua at 6 this morning, the Hikoi is travelling to Waitangi Park in Wellington City. People will then move along the Golden Mile to Parliament, bringing widespread traffic disruption. Newstalk ZB's Azaria Hell is at Parliament and told Ryan Bridge green bollards have been put up and fencing is around the statue of Richard Seddon on Parliament's forecourt.
A few Hikoi attendees I've talked to this morning say they're here to support and honour Te Tiriti or Waitangi. They're calling on the government to do the same.
Wellington Mayor Tori Whanau plans to take to the streets to join protesters at today's Hikoi to Parliament. She supports the kaupapa of the movement and says it's crucial people make their voices heard on the matter. Struggles are continuing for many Kiwis looking for a job. SEEK's October employment report shows job ads have fallen for the third consecutive month. Applications per job have risen and remain at an extremely elevated level compared to pre-COVID averages. SEEK Country Manager Rob Clark says job ads are down 26% year on year, so it's a very subdued market.
If you are looking for a job, it remains very competitive out there. There are lots of others in the same camp.
Positive signs, but still more work to do when it comes to retail crime. Figures released by the Police Minister show a 61% drop in ram rates in the first 9 months of the year compared to the same period last year. But thefts at retail premises are up 12% and there's been no change in breaking and entering or acts intended to cause injury. Australian broadcaster Alan Jones will face 24 charges in court next month, accused of indecent assault over 2 decades. He faces charges of indecently assaulting 8 victims, with the youngest being 17 years old at the time. The top-rating broadcaster had a string of controversies, including suggesting Julia Gillard's father died of shame and encouraging Scott Morrison to give Jacinda Ardern a few backhanders. New South Wales Assistant Police Commissioner Michael Fitzgerald says Jones has been under investigation since March.
The victims have now got the ability to have a voice. This is what they've been asking for.
Jones is due in court on December 18. The Regulation Ministry wants to hear people's red tape horror stories. Its Red Tape Tip Line is now live, an online resource where people can make submissions on how red tape affects them. Minister in charge David Seymour says poor regulation is costing New Zealanders time, sanity and the country billions each year. He says if there's red tape in your industry that needs cutting, they want to know about it. In sport, the All Whites are 2 wins away from a 2026 FIFA World Cup berth after thrashing Samoa 8-0 in their final group qualifying game. Wallace Atiti and Hannah King have been nominated for Men's and Women's Breakthrough Players of the Year respectively at next week's World Rugby Awards. One Test All Black Harry Plummer is poised to leave New Zealand rugby and join French club ASB Clermont after Super Rugby next year. And Australia's completed a maiden 2020 cricket whitewash of Pakistan, winning Game 3 of their series by 7 wickets in Hobart. I'm Nivariti Manu. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.